Hi everyone, and welcome back to Lost on the Couch. I'm David.
I'm Audrey. I'm Zola.
And I'm Hassan!
I hope you're in the frame.
You're probably not.
That would be,
They might have just
yeah,
seen
I heard the water like jiggle in my stomach.
Oh really? Why don't you open your shirt so people can see it a little better?
Okay.
Look at that. Thank you to Orange Chrome. Thank you, Orange Chrome. I hope you guys get the joke. We nicknamed, actually Audrey nicknamed him Avocado because Haas avocados.
Haas avocados.
Haas avocados. Yes.
Avocado.
So thank you, Orange Chrome, for making and sending this shirt. That's insane. Thank you so much. He's one of our couch members on Patreon. We are here today to recap Lost Season 3. I'm going to just kind of go off my memory here. I didn't plan too much, but I'm going to go off my memory of what Season 3 entailed. And if you guys remember or anything is like, oh, I forgot about that, just we'll talk about it a little bit. So Season 3 started out with the introduction of the others living in houses. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
That was a huge reveal. We finally got to see
like book club and
the book club, Juliet. We met Juliet. Our characters were in cages and in shark aquariums or whatever. Do you remember why were they brought there?
To stop the signal jammer.
In early season 1?
Oh.
Or sorry, early season 3?
No.
Never mind. I thought you were
talking about the very beginning
here.
They were trying to...
Why,
Is it about the
did
infertility thing?
Why did the others take them?
For the babies.
No. Why did the others take Jack, Sawyer, and Kate?
Because Ben had cancer. And he wanted
Jack to do the surgery.
Jack to
Remember
fix
that?
it.
This whole thing was early season.
And he could only do it if Sawyer and Kate were like a pawn, basically.
And Jack used that to his advantage and got out of there by like slitting his kidney.
Yeah.
Or something, and then
something important.
And making demands.
Making demands, exactly. Also, in that little early stretch of episodes, Echo died, which was
tragic.
Which was
Seems
tragic.
like a distant memory.
Speak to me as if I were your brother. Also, you owe him one church.
You owe him a church.
Yeah, that was good memories. Good memories. I will laugh every time.
You owe me a church.
Let's see what else happened after that. We also got the amazing episode, Stranger in a Strange Land, which was Jack's tattoo episode. That was early on season 3 as well.
Honestly, so funny though.
It was funny. We also got to see lots of cool new Dharma related stuff like the Flame, the Hydra, which is where they were on the other island. We learned there's 2 islands. There's another island, and it's a small sized island the size of Alcatraz. And yeah, the Flame was the communication station. We met the new other with the eye patch. What's his name?
Dimitri?
No, Sergey.
Oh, Mikhail.
Mikhail.
Mikhail, yes. By the way, guys, it's been 2 months since we watched Lost, so this is a good recap.
More than 2 months since we started the 3rd season.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah. Let me think. We also got Hurley finding a Dharma van and starting it up in a wonderful episode.
Yeah, Roger.
Yes.
R.I.P.
We learned some awesome character revelations, like John Locke's paralysis. How did he get paralyzed?
Oh, his dad pushed him out a window.
Yes, we also learned the real Sawyer. Who's the real Sawyer?
John's dad.
John Locke's dad ruined both of their lives. That's
the man from Tallahassee.
The man from Tallahassee, who was brought to the island by this new mysterious character that was introduced this season. What's his name?
No idea.
Wait, what?
Richard.
Richard, yeah, who was brought to the island.
I sound like Hassan. What was that question?
What was the question? Yeah, Richard. What do you think his role has kind of been this season? Describe.
I feel like he's too low-key. Yeah. Like, I feel like he's actually...
Too low-key?
Yeah, I feel like he's actually got a lot under control. People aren't assuming that he has any control, but he actually has a lot of control, and
seems like he has control. It seems like Ben has control over him somehow, though.
Also, I wonder, like, where does he come from?
Yeah,
because Ben met him on the island.
But Ben's the one who talked, Richard's the one that talked Ben into killing his dad.
Yeah.
Talked.
But where's Richard from?
Oh. Yeah, we don't know the origins of Richard. We do know that in the 70s, he was apparently the same age, with longer hair, talking to Ben and recruiting him. We also learned about Middleos Bioscience, which was apparently a front to hire Juliet, which Richard was involved in as well. So we got to see a lot of the inner workings of the others, which is something that's been a question since season 1. Who are the others? And season 3 really dove into the others, but ended up with lots more questions. The other arc was Desmond, after turning the failsafe key, experienced part of his life again. Do you remember that episode?
Yeah.
Whether or not he changed anything or not, I don't know. And we were kind of, that's up for a debate. Whether like he was actually living his life or was he just kind of experiencing it again.
Like
and there was a mysterious woman who told him what? Not to buy the ring. But then what else did she tell him?
She says you don't decide this. She said you turning that key will be the greatest moment?
The greatest thing you will ever do.
Yeah.
It was actually you pushing that button will be the greatest thing you'll ever do.
Oh, which is
worse, kind of.
Yeah.
I think that's what she said. Anyways, she also educated him about this thing called course correction, which really applied to his new ability that happened early on in season 3, which was a main plot point as he saw who dying?
Charlie.
He kept saving him. Yes, I'm trying to think if there was any other main points that happened in season 3. The submarine blew up. John blew the submarine up. Jack and Juliet were about to go home finally, and Locke kind of ruined that. But it was Ben's evil, manipulative plan as well. And we did learn a lot about Juliet and her past with pregnancy issues on the island. She was hired to the island because what was happening to the women on the island?
They were all dying.
Yes.
From giving birth.
Actually, no one made it past their no one made it past their second trimester. So they wouldn't die in childbirth, but they would die early, which is what Sun is pregnant, so we know.
Yeah.
So, and we found out it's Jin's baby. Jin can have. We also learned about Rose cancer. No, that was last season. Good. And then, of course, the finale we'll talk about as we prepare for season 4. Couple questions for you. Number 1. Favorite moments pick a favorite moment that's like stands out in your mind from season 3. Audrey, you start.
I don't know. My favorite like fun moment was them fixing up the car, like Hurley fixing up the car and stuff.
Yes, that's a standout.
But I think the biggest like secret that I was waiting for was how John Locke was paralyzed.
Gotcha. Yeah, seeing him fall out the window was pretty epic. Zola, favorite moment from the series or from this season?
My favorite moment is when Sun finds out that the baby's twins.
Yes, that was such a sweet moment.
That's
and
true.
She didn't care that she's gonna die. She's like, you know what, it's Jin's, and that makes me happy.
Yeah.
Lovely. Hassan, favorite moment from season 3?
When Locke was with Jacob and Ben, and he was just telling Ben that he's crazy.
Yeah.
I like that scene.
The confrontation between
Ben and
during the Jacob, Ben and Locke during the Jacob sequence. Yeah, that was a pretty intense episode. I think that's one of my favorite episodes of season 3. So that's good. Okay. We already talked about this a little bit on our live on the couch. If you ever want to see us live, you can join our Patreon to catch us live here. But let's talk about real quick biggest character growth. I know we already answered this recently, but go ahead, Audrey. Biggest character growth this season.
I forget who I said.
This season?
Yeah, really.
This
like
season?
if you think about how characters have changed this season. There's a big one that stands out in my head that you guys kind of changed opinions on.
Jin?
Nope.
Sawyer?
Nope.
Juliet?
Nope.
Charlie.
You guys were not a fan of Charlie at the beginning of season 3.
That's what I was thinking of, Jude, because like his attitude at the beginning of this season was so like, I don't know, he was in a weird place. Like he did some sketchy stuff. And then by the time that Desmond was like, I've been saving your life, you're gonna die, he just seemed so like, well, if that's what happens. I mean, obviously not at first, but like, he was like, okay, no, I have to do this. I know what I need to do. And I just think that if that were to happen at the beginning of season 3, like that would not have been his, what's the word I'm looking for? His like reaction.
Okay, yeah. But now he reacted more calmly about it. Like,
yeah. And I think he also had like made up with Claire and stuff. So.
Yeah. Okay.
I think the biggest character growth that I saw was Ben.
Ben, yeah, interesting. Talk more about that. That's a good choice.
Well, in the beginning, like we thought he was some like, you know, kind of like evil mastermind type guy, and then we like saw all this other like information about him to the point that now we just realize he's kind of just someone who is desperately trying to stay in power.
Yes.
You know?
I love that. Yeah.
It's like childhood trauma.
Yeah, and he's just really, all he's really trying to do is really hold on to power through whatever means necessary.
Mm-hmm.
I think you hit the nail on the head there, for sure.
So, like, that, I think, is the most character growth I saw last season.
Love it. Hassan.
I guess Sawyer, because he got to fulfill his revenge,
Yes.
basically. So
Yeah.
now it's like, what next for this dude? Why is he so angry now?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Where can he go from here? Like, he finished his life, like, literally his life goal.
Like, is he gonna start going by James now? Like, what's
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah.
That's true. And it's like, are you gonna go and admit to the murder you committed? No.
Love it. Wow. These are all good choices. My choice is going to be Jack, even though it was what you might consider. I wouldn't even consider it negative character development, but it's character changing. I think he's changing a little bit, and his goals. I don't know. I think he was pretty obsessive, I guess, in season 2 with like the button and stuff. But like, I think he's kind of like to the point where he's kind of ignoring some of the warning signs here at the end of season 3 of calling this boat. Because it is his goal, like it's always been, to get these people off the island. And so I don't know if it's causing him to be kind of blind to it, because you can't trust Ben with everything. He's always lying, like he wasn't born on the island, for example. So I don't know, and he doesn't trust Locke and he doesn't trust Ben. So it's like he trusts Naomi. Naomi was pretty forthcoming about her boat, except for the fact that Charlie just found out that. Anyways, I think Jack is growing, but of course at the end of season 3 we did see a very different Jack.
Yeah.
A very different Jack.
I think that like where Jack is right now is because he knows he's losing hope and he's getting very desperate. Because like if you lose all hope, then there's no point in anything. And I feel like he can feel like it's coming on. Like everything that's been happening, he's like, there's one more thing to not be hopeful about, one more thing not to be hopeful. So then
it's dragging him down.
Anytime there's even a slight chance of hope of getting off the island, he'll do like anything at this point. Which is very different from the beginning.
That's so interesting that you... Oh, I'm so excited for season 4.
Psychology of loss.
They get off the island. We learned that. Let's see. Questions that have been answered. Polar bear. We talked about this earlier. Polar bear, I think, has been answered. The others have been answered from what our questions were, but still not to an extent. Would you guys agree? Still kind of
like, where did they come from originally?
Where did they come from? What are they even doing? We know that they're doing something there, because Ben did say to Mikhail, this island is under attack from forces that it hasn't seen in many, many years, and we are meant to protect it. That's what he said in the season finale. It was a really brief line. He also said that Naomi is a representative of people who've been trying to find this island and is going to kill every living person on the island. So anyways, there's lots more questions going into this, but there have been some answers. You would agree, yes? Like small answers. Any other questions that you are hoping get answered in the following season? Maybe this season 4.
More about Libby.
Or about
Where Walt and... What?
Michael?
Yeah. I wanted to say Mike. I was
his
like,
name?
that's
Mike?
kind of it. Not really. Michael and Walt, where the heck are they?
Anybody, Zola, Hassan?
Yeah, these forces that they're talking about.
Which forces?
The people that are trying to...
Come to the island?
Yeah.
On the boat? Yeah.
Kill every living person on this island.
Yeah, that's what Ben says, yes.
That's what I'm curious about.
Yeah. What about any other questions that... there's still some long-standing questions.
Whose boat is it if it's not Penny's?
Whose boat is it if it's not Penny's?
Yeah. The stones, the 2 stones, what do those mean?
You mean from like episode 6 or whatever?
Yeah,
in the cave.
Skeletons in the cave.
Skeletons.
Did they hang on to those?
They did. Jack hung on to them, I think. I don't know if he still hang on to them, but maybe. So I would say going into season 4, any quick predictions for this season, like maybe when they get rescued or how they get rescued or who gets rescued?
Not this season.
Predictions for who gets rescued.
No one, and Charlie's actually alive.
Charlie's alive. Well, we saw people get rescued.
Oh, yeah.
We know 2 people who got rescued.
Yeah, but
is there
not
anybody
this
else?
Season.
Not this season. No one else this season.
I think we'll see.
No one gets rescued this season.
Okay.
I don't think so either. I think we might see Michael and Walt again.
Okay, that's your prediction. Michael and Walt make another appearance. Walt did make an appearance in season 3.
I think
finale.
that
much taller Walt.
In the last episode, did Jack actually Didn't the girl make that phone call? What's her name? Naomi?
Naomi.
Didn't
Jack
she
made the phone call.
Yep, because
I feel
Locke
like
threw a knife into Naomi.
I
What?
feel like someone will show up off the island, and it's not going to be for help.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Yeah.
Mm.
I
So
think this whole next season is about the people who get off that boat onto the island.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We will see. We will see.
Strong predictions, guys.
Yes. So all around, here's my advice going forward for season 4 and beyond, because we're halfway through. Number 1, keep an open mind about the characters. Number 2, it's going to be very important that you guys keep everything that you've learned so far in your mind as we go forward. As new things are introduced, there's a lot of stuff. New things are going to continue to be introduced, and you just got to hang on tight. That's my advice. All right? I'm super excited for you guys to see. We will see you guys in season 4. Thanks for watching the recap. Season 4, episode 1 will be up soon. Bye!